So let's just start, guys. Today in this lecture series, we are going to see some few questions related to machine learning, which is very, very important. Um, and these are the MCQ that I have collected for freshers, basically, who are very new to join the data science field and want to make a, or like who, those who want to make a transition into data science field. So first of all, I would like to add some motivation for those guys who wanted to carry a transition. And the motivation is that, like, if you think that you are a perfect person, you're a perfect guy, and you required a very lots of knowledge, then you can only be data scientist. Like, if you have a knowledge and if you have a proper knowledge and you believe that you can select the interview, you have a better communication skill, and you found to yourself that you are the best version of yourself, and you can give the best to that situation, and you can handle the teamwork and like better communication skill as I did earlier. So yes, you are the most welcome. Now come to a lots of question that I'm getting right now. That what about the failures that most of the students face failures while they are preparing for a data scientist job, and like they don't get for call offer from any company. So if they are not getting a call offer from any company, it's not a failure. It's just something that you need to keep working on your skill. You need to keep updating your projects, and you need to always keep applying for a various company, right? But you should remember one word again. I'm saying never give up, right? If you will give up, it is not a great deal. If you will not give up, it's a great deal. It will take time. You 100% you will get success, but no, leave the path, right? We don't know, you don't know, and like, of course, like it's a great opportunity. And if you are doing any kinds of work, keep doing it, right? Because it may create a frustration for you, it may create depression for you. People will talk around you very negative, but still you have to be very positive because you are unique, you are one, you understand yourself. Be calm down and keep focus on your work. This is the great uh, this is the great opportunity. This is the great way to build yourself. So if something is there which is lacking, that uh, feel motivated, feel positivity, to try to connect with those kinds of people, try to avoid the negative people in your life, try to contact with the people who are leading data scientists, will be able to guide you in a better way. So this is the way. Okay, so we can start today's sessions. Today's session I will try to make very effective for those guys who are very new to the field of machine learning. I will definitely try to help you from the beginning. And if you have any doubt, you can please let me know through the chat box. Right? Okay, great. So, what is the first question we have? The first question we have that how the machine learning is different from the general programming. So basically, machine learning is not about complete programming. It's something about the logic and mathematics. So we can say we have the data and logic by using this. Like we can say that logic is used to give the answer that will be faced in the future. And of course, like there is a logic in the course, right? So that is not completely programming, right? So other machine is understanding myself, I can know some behavior. That's it. What are the some real life application of clustering algorithm? Clustering algorithm, we are trying to modify the grouping, like customer segmentation, recommendation engine, image classification, because we are like converting into the different groups, right? Mm, yeah, market. Like it likes to target a market group to explain business and profitable outcomes. So we have a number of data. We are like clustering technique we are applying. We are breaking into different groups to make our work easier, to make our business profitable. At the end of the day, this is a very nice question and answer. What is the next question we have? How to choose an optimal number of clusters? Okay, so optimal number of clusters that our clustering algorithm must try to find. The main principle behind this method is that we will increase the number of clusters, the error value will decrease. But after an optimal number of features, decrease in the error value is insignificant. At the point after which they start to happen, we choose that point as optimal number of cluster that algorithm will try to. Okay. So here is, you can see because after that it's get changing. What is the feature engineering? Feature engineering refers to developing some new features by using existing features. Sometimes there is a very subtle mathematical relation being some feature, uh, which if explored properly, then the new features can be developed using those mathematical equations. Also, there are times when multiple pieces of information are clubbed and provided a single data column. At those times, developing new features and using them help us to gain deeper insight into the data, as well as if the features derived are significant and helps to improve the model's performance or not. That's it. Right? What is the next question? What is the hypothesis in machine learning? So there is a question behind it. Um, Hypothesis is a term that is generally used to provide machine learning domain as we have independent feature and target variable and we try to find approximate function mapping from the feature space to the target value. Like most of memory knowing is hypothesis is something that you achieve hypothetically. Like this is the kind of imagination and you want like you trying to get into it. So according to this phenomena, like it's a mapping from feature space to a target variable that approximation mapping is hypothesis, right? Okay. Supervised machine learning. Okay. How to measure the effectiveness of the cluster? There are metrics like inertia or some of the square errors. Okay. Yellow and LP scores out of all these matrices. The inertia of some of the square error and Clearwater scores a common metric for measuring the effectiveness of the cluster. Although this method is quite expensive in terms of computation cost, the score is high if the clustering forms are dense. That's a very why do you okay, next question is that why do we take smaller values of the learning rate? The smaller value of the learning rate help the training process to coverage more converge more slowly and graduate toward the global optimum instead of selecting around it. This is because a smaller learning rate results in smaller updates to the model built at each iteration, which can help ensure that updates are more precise and stable. If the learning rate is too large, the model base can update too quickly, which can cause the training process to overshoot the global optimum and miss it entirely. So to avoid these oscillations of the error value and achieve the best way for this model, for the model, this is necessary to use a smaller value of the learning. So what is exactly happening? Like we can understand that like we have some learning rate and learning rate improve the training process converges. Like if you have a slow learning rate, it may be the faster. So model base you can quickly update because your learning rate is very faster and you can get some global optimum. So basically, to avoid the oscillation of error value and achieve the best ways for the model, this is necessary to use a smaller value of the learning rate because otherwise, like there are missing chances of missing is too high. What is overfitting and missing? How can the overfitting happen when the model looks better as well as margin pattern in the data? This lead to high performance performance on the training data, but very low performance for data that the model has not seen earlier. To avoid overfitting, there are multiple methods that we can use, like early stopping model training in the case of validation training stops. In case of validation training stops, increasing data training keeps going on. Using generation alone method will be used to analyze the avoid overfitting. Overfitting happens when the model learns pattern as well as noisy pattern data. It's lead to have only from the training data, but very low from the data that the model has. Why we can't use linear regression for the classification task? The main reason why we can't use linear regression for classification task is that after the linear regression is continuous and unbounded, which classification require discrete and bounded output values. If you use linear regression for the classification task, the error function graphs will not be a convex. A convex graph has only one meaning, which is also known as global meaning. But in case of non-convex graph, there are changes of our global getting stuck at some local, which may not be the local minimum. To avoid this situation of getting stuck at the local minima, we do not use linear regression algorithms are a cluster classification task. Why do we perform normalization? To achieve a stable and fast training on the model of the environment to bring all the features to a certain square range. If we do not perform normalization, then there are chances that a variant will not converge to the global or local minima and end up oscillating back and forth. Different between precision and recall. Precision is simply the ratio between the true positive and false false and the false positive and the positive examples. True positive plus false positive. Okay. Predicted by the model. Another question, how many of the predicted positive examples are actually true positive? It is measure of the model's ability to avoid false positive and make accurate positive prediction. In case of the recall, we calculate the ratio of two positive and total number of positives that actually follow positive class. However, measure how many of actual positive examples are correctly identified by the model. It is measurement of the model's ability to avoid false negative. Okay. And identify all the positive examples correctly. What is the difference between upsampling and downsampling? Okay, so this is the very simple question. What is the data leakage? How can we identify it? If there is a high correlation between the target variable input feature, then this security referred to data leakage. This is because when we train our model with a highly correlated feature, then the model gets most of the target values in parameter and it has to be very little to achieve very high research. The model gives pretty decent performance both on training as well as validation data. But as we use the model to make actual prediction, the model's performance is not up to mark. This is how we can identify data leakage. This is because we train our model with the high correlated feature. Then the model gets most of the target value. The training person only, it has to be very little to achieve high accuracy. What are the sum of the hyperparameters? Max depth, Young estimator, max leaf node, minimum sample split. Sum of the larger depth of the tree can create overfitting. Okay, to overcome that should be limited. It is minimum number of sample on internal nodes must order to split the into. Okay. What is the bias variance trade-off? Bias refers to the difference between actual values and the predicted values by the model. Low bias means the model has learned the patterns. The data and high bias means the model is unable to learn the patterns underfit. Okay, so that is the overfitting. Higher bias means the model is unable to learn the pattern for the data. That is, we have learned the pattern the data. High variance means okay. If the bias is too low but the variance is too high, then in that case it will. So the finding a balance between these two situations is bias resisted. Okay. Providers of the measure of extent of the two variables different from each other, but on the other hand, covariance can take any value while variables are each other. Covariance can take any value while correlation is always minus. So we are doing this to gain insight from the data. Okay. So I think till here we can stop today, guys, because there are a number of questions. So I will try to cover in the next lecture. Okay, so we can start till question number 16 because that is till there. So all the best for your future. And if you have any doubt, please keep asking to me. Thank you very much.